Hey toy fans, this is Kyle from the TF Review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bison King from Shuriken Sentai Ninja. So, taking a quick look at the packaging, we can see right here, it says DX Bison the King. You got sounds, you got the Bison Buggy right there. We can see there is a Bison King's head. You've got more mysterious words. You've got King Shuriken. You got more details on the back. You got a burger. You got a thing. You got a thing and another thing and a thing. And you got a thing. And you got a sassy-looking cowboy ranger right there who's about to let you know what is up. Super Sentai Series Ninninger logo. Anyway, that is it for the packaging. Moving on up. We can see we have got ourselves a sweet looking toy right here. This is the Bison Buggy. It rolls, you've got your Shuriken, and you've got Rodeo Maru. So, starting right here with the Shuriken, we can see it is very nicely detailed. It is exactly like all the other Shurikens we've gotten so far. Of course, but more western-y themed and more nice. You can see Bison King's head. Flip out, it's got the nice star motif that Star Ninja has. And this makes some sweet sounds right here when you push this little button. So, when you do push it, this is what you get. And this is actually the same exact sound that you would activate in the burger morpho thingy. You get a Rodeo Maru, and you, of course, get the sound of the Bison Buggy revving up. And, of course, when you push the button again, you get Otomanin Shuriken, which is the same exact thing. Can't talk. Which is the same exact sound you would get in the Shuriken. Now, this right here can store on the Bison Buggy if you wanted to. You'll notice the two little pegs. And two little ports back here. So you can just take it and stick it right there. Where the sun don't shine. That is for sure. And there you go. Now onto the main toy itself. Starting with Rodeo Maru. Obviously it's got its similarities with Shinobi Maru. Though I do have to personally say Shobi Maru is just 10 times better. More interesting to look at, the colors work a lot better, and overall just a much nicer looking figure than Rodeo Maru. Rodeo Maru is kind of odd because of the way he needs to sort of squat in his, multiple modes to ride the buggy, to form the head of Bison King. So he's definitely got these odd looking shoulders. His head, he's got a real nice looking head. You got, again, the star motif. You got the Shuriken little detail logo right there on his chest. Yeah, and it's not a bad detail. And I do have to say, I think he looks like an American football player. I don't know why, it's just me. But, when you combine the shoulder pads, he's got the knee pads, the thigh pads. And his helmet, like the silhouette kind of looks like a football helmet. Maybe I'm seeing things, maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. That's just kind of how I see it. And when you think about it, there's nothing more American than football. So there's also that, too. And this does form chair mode for Shuriken, and he can fit right in the belly. Just take it, stick him in there, and there you go. He fits in nice and perfectly. Alright, now looking at the buggy itself, let's see if I can just get my tripod situated. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, just a tad bit. And take it forward. This is Bison Buggy. And Rodeo Maru can ride it. And in order for him to ride it, you just need to take his little hands. You'll notice there are two pegs right there underneath his arms. You also want to take his head. And this actually can rotate up. And you do kind of want to form like a weird, like he's laying on something. And you just take him. Let's see. You might need to push him up just a little bit more. Actually, no, that should be good. Take him, and you just want to peg him in like that. And you'll notice his hands sort of grasp these bars as handlebars. Now his legs are kind of floating. You do need to adjust it so that it just kind of flows. And there you go. Now he's riding the Bison Buggy. Now looking at the Bison Buggy itself, there's a lot of weirdness about the Bison Buggy. It's very gappy, if you can't already tell. You can just see straight through it. It's got some of the worst, like, it's one of the worst alt modes I think I've seen in a mech, because you can't pick it up. You have to literally pick it up by the wheels. Otherwise, if you pick it up like this, it's going to want to do that. I did kind of slam it to exaggerate it, but that is a major issue. It is solid, I'll give it that. It rolls real nice. Because of the textured wheel, it's got that kind of a two-stroke sound. Looking at the head, it's got a real nice looking head. I do dig that. I do dig all of the textures that they used. The wheel, again, right here, Bison King's gun does form kind of an exhaust looking thing. And again, this just pops off. Let's find a way. Alright. Looking at the back, we can see kind of an exhaust. This side does look pretty bad without the exhaust. It's just kind of eh. But he is actually, you know, fairly large. I'll give him that. This is a very, very large single mech alt mode. So for that, it is kind of fun. But generally, you're not going to want to keep it in this mode. It rolls, and that is literally about it for the Bison Buggy. Now, in order to form, not Shuriken King, but Bison King, that's what I wanted to say, Bison the King, you need to start kind of taking it apart. So, we need to zoom out very slowly and dramatically. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the Shuriken, pop it off, put you to the side. Take the gun, pop it off, put it to the side. And that's a good connection. Take this piece. I mean, you don't even need to pop it off. It basically is already off all the time. Put it to the side. Take this. It's going to go right there in the end, but we can, you know, put it to the side for now. And we can see basically we've got ourselves the torso already made. The camera up just a bit. For the arms, you just do this. This is crazy. Oh my god, how did I do that? Magic! And then you also want to make sure the legs are clicked out. Now for the feet, you just take this, and that forms a toe. You can do the same, that forms a toe. And there you go, you're basically almost done. Now right here we take this piece that we have removed so diligently earlier. And you'll notice some pegs right there, two little peggies. And this just literally just slides right on it. And we can see Rodeo Maru still kind of chilling up there, still kind of riding it like a boss. And last but not least, we want to take the Shuriken, and it actually will just peg right here onto the top of Rodeo Maru, which is kind of interesting. You just take it, and Bison King! I love the way he says that. It's so weird. And here is Bison King. So, just put him back. And we can see he's definitely very western-y themed. He's got the brown and the gold motif. Again, the blue of Rodeo Maru just stands out like a sore thumb. But not quite as much as that monstrosity. Oh my god! And yes, in the instructions, it does tell you to have it like this, which is just horrible. But luckily, there is a remedy. You can take this. You might want to hold this down. You can fold that. And actually, you can fold his legs back, and you can twist this. But if you want it to be just a little bit more flush, you just take it, and you get one more little detent, and that'll actually hold it nice and flush. And that's a lot better. It's still kind of bad, but it is definitely, it's not like a big shaft stick sticking out of his back. And yeah, so for details, I do like the way, you know, he's got nipples, horn and nipples. I like the little tassels. I think those are super cute, super unexpected for a giant mecha. And he's very simple. For articulation, he can rotate his arms, and that is about it. And nothing else. Now you can, if you wanted to, take his little gun. He can hold it like a mini sword, like a dumb-looking, stupid mini sword. Or he can hold it like a blaster. And in the show, this is like a minigun. It's like, I mean, this thing is a bullet hose. And it is just goes to town on those bad guys. So there is that as well. Also, if you wanted to, you can kind of store him or the weapon back onto his side if you wanted just an additional bit of weapon storage. And that is also a thing. But let's be honest. You did not buy this toy for Bison King, for the Bison Buggy. You bought this toy to form King Shuriken. I mean, that's why I bought it. So, in order to form King Shuriken, this is what we're going to have to do. We need to literally shred this guy apart like we're dispatching a lobster. That's okay. That's one way to describe it. So you're going to remove his head. You get that nice sound. We are going to remove Rodeo Maru. We are going to remove this monstrosity piece. We're going to disconnect his head and put those all to the side. We're going to rip off his arms, rip off his shoulders. And split his legs, and pull his gun off. Then we also want to take these pieces and do that. And we can just go ahead and put everything to the side for now. A lot of parts. Now for Shuriken, I've already kind of started here. All you really need to do is remove his arms. His head I've already removed. And that is basically it. Now we are going to work from the bottom, or start from the bottom and work our way up to form this monstrosity of a combined mech form that is Gattai King Shuriken. Woo! I kind of got excited there. Okay, so to start, we need to take the legs of Bison King. And what we need to do is just flip these up, fold that around, and that is going to become a shoe extender thing. Do the same thing on this side, fold this around, and do the same thing. Now you'll notice one thing I really, really like is that each of these legs is labeled. You have a little pink star, or a pink shuriken. It goes on the pink side, and you've got a little silver shuriken that goes on the white side. Really nice, super cool detail. And this right here, with this peg, will form just right there. It won't form, but it will peg in. Plug in. I don't know words again. I forgot how to English. And you just peg this one in right here. And there you go. Now you've got some hideous looking boot extenders. Let's see if I can get this. It's not washed out. This looks really bad. Now moving up, we can see something. We're going to take Shinobi Maru. We're going to put him back into the chest. And if we wanted to, we can have him hold on to the little toggle thingy-dingers, winger-dinger-flingers, shinningy-dingy-wingies. And that is a thing. Then, what we want to do We're going to take this piece right here. This is the shoulders of Bison the King. And this, just going to peg on the top of Shinobi Maru. We are not yet done. We are not even close to done. Let's move it back just a little bit more. Then what we can do is we can take this bit right here, this monstrosity piece, fold that back down, and this will peg just right up there. We are not done yet. We want to stick Rodeo Maru back on there. Get his legs situated, and there you go. And actually, what we can do, this is the 21st century, we can raise this tripod up, and look back down, and look, we are so much higher. Now what we want to do is attach Shuriken. There you go. Then, what we want to do is take this piece, and this will form kind of like a head crest looking thing. Yeah, that looks weird. Continuing, and then we want to take Bison King's Shuriken. And we get the King Shuriken sound, but we're not even like close to done. We want to take this, just flip it up, and that'll reveal King Shuriken's head. How cool! Then what do we want to do? These are the arms of Bison King. Just fold these back, and the arm ports now become fists. Do the same with this one. The presentation of this has just gone from bad to worse. And now his arms will actually hold on to him like arm extenders. Just match up the thumb. Let's see. Match up the thumb. I think this is the right one. No, that's not the right one. This might be the right one. Remember when I was talking about presentation going from bad to worse? Yeah. I think we just lowered it again. Alright, and this right here is the new arm. So we're going to zoom out. And we are going to plug this arm. Like that. And then we can do the same thing. Actually, we should probably take this piece. This piece actually slides back here and is leg support because it is very heavy up there. Anyway, continuing. We're going to take this arm. We're going to take Drago. And he just kind of holds on to it also. And there you go. Take this arm. Plug it in. And we are almost there, kinda. Almost there. Next up, we are going to do something with the weapons. We can take his gun and take the sword from Shuriken. These just peg in to make an even longer sword. And then what we can do is take the wings of Drago and just peg them on like that. And actually, I think it might look better like this. Yeah, it's going to look better like that. And now we've got kind of like a super sword. This thing is quite large. And it can just be held like this. And there you go. There is King Shuriken, looking just stupid and ridiculously large. Good lord, this thing is a monstrosity. Do I have any mechs? Yes, I do have the perfect mechs to do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, here he is next to the original Thunder Megazord. He towers over it. It is just ridiculous. But that bit of ridiculousness is kind of the charm of Ninninger. Just that it's just so over the top. And it's not over the top in a weird way. It's over the top in just an over the top way. So, for that, I do enjoy it. These feet are just atrocious. That's the worst, absolute worst thing about this whole combination. It's just they got super lazy. I hate it. Let's see if I can give you a better view down here. Yeah, that just looks so bad. They're just horrible. But, I mean, you have a giant mecha. And I do miss kind of the days of just everything combining into one giant mecha, like in Shinkenger. And what else was another one? What was another one? Oh yeah, Goanger, you had G12. So I do miss those days, and this kind of reminds me of that from, you know, back in the day. But that's my favorite kind of mech, and that's why I get into these kind of things, because I like collecting all of them and displaying these monstrous, monstrous toys. And this is a nice little reminiscent of that. So, for that, you know, that's why I own it. Of course, we'll probably get this when Power Rangers Ninja Steel comes out next year. But, I mean, will it be this awesome? Who knows? Maybe it won't have its sounds. Maybe it'll be a little bit shorter, half the size maybe. It'll just probably be a different toy altogether. Anyway, that does it for this video review, guys. I hope you enjoyed the heck out of it, because I enjoyed the heck out of making it for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.